Mr. Kajari, Miss AR, and the next time will be their penultimates, right? They're all going to be fall graduations. Okay. All right. So, Mr. Racy.
Mr. Kajari, he's doing well. His testing is all negative. Attending his counseling with Ms. Clayton. And then going to a support meeting with his sponsor, and he's working with the of his community service.
Simon.
Yes, Your Honor. Same report, really good report that I was reflecting on. The superstars, I recall, that are getting ready to exit the program, Son being among them, and just proud of his hard work. Where he's at right now is just where I'd love to see him, where I would expect to see him, and probably a little bit beyond what I would expect. So
that's really good, because I feel like there's a lot of things that weigh on Mr. Kajari. Some things that are just a natural byproduct of being away from family and then the professional responsibilities. But I also think there are some things that you've been carrying that you really needed to work through, and I don't know that happens without your connection with Ms. Hyman. It just seems, again, there's never any sort of content that is revealed, but the way in which he talks about like how healthy and that there's a real effort that you put into these sessions. Am I reading that right from what you said?
Yes, and he also, reports the effort that he's making in life. Like he reports the effort he's making in life. Gets feedback, kind of keeps going. Life's not easy. Just being sober doesn't make life easy. It's hard work. That certainly has challenges, but where he's at right now is great. It's the thinking. Life's going to come at you. It's the way that you process it and think about it.
That's fair. Do you think she's right on that? That you are, and I'm not saying, and asking that you be perfect, but do you feel like you're doing a better job processing the different challenges of life? Yeah. Coming into this program, in addition to obviously the alcohol-related issue that we needed to really work to address on a day-to-day basis, what were the things that were sort of driving most of the stress, and do you feel like you're managing those things better?
Definitely managing those things better. I think one of the biggest things was just being alone. That is the biggest thing. And now just having things all of that history get out. Yeah, that was, and then also managing the stress with one of my issues.
Very good. I mean, it will never stop being like amazing to me, the idea, even if it's a great professional opportunity, even if it's, is something that is richly rewarding after putting all the work in academically, to leave your family and everything that travel halfway across the world. All right, that's a level of bravery that now you probably haven't given yourself enough credit for, but perhaps you weren't also ready to manage just the loneliness that comes from not being able to just walk out your door, walk across the street and see somebody you've known your whole life. So, and then, oh, by the way, you still have the professional stressors and challenges that come along with that. But look at where you're at now. It's been certainly some different stops and starts and pressures and things like that, but you work through it. You care and you want to work through it. I think that's really the big thing. You held on to your decency and your dignity throughout, I think. So, all right, so what is going to be your focus, for these last few months to make sure that you're as ready as possible for when we close this chapter?
I think continuing my practices for a few more months at least. I think that's one of the things I'm thinking. And then the other thing is
Well, I mean, we're right on track otherwise. Our next date would be,
August 25th.
and then the graduation would be. 9/22. So I'll see him on the 25th, I'll see him right again for graduation on the 22nd of September. Okay, fine, I'll agree to that. That'll work just fine. You know, obviously, with all the things going on with the World Cup, I have tried to understand a little bit more about a sport which I think is probably more popular in your home country, which would be cricket.
I'm very bad. The only sport I watch is Formula 1. So.
Is Formula One. All right, so that's well, probably because of the industry you're in, right? That's
and for making the news for the very first one. So
that's pretty cool. Well, that's a sport that counts. So, all right, well, then I'll make sure to save my Formula One questions for next time. So, all right, Mr. Jarrett, I'll see you back here on the 25th.